who do you think benefits the most? Who are some either some teams or some names that you can think of that benefit the most from this late start?
Yeah, I think the two that pop into the mind most are.
In the beginning, there was baseball. What's up, everyone? This is CJ. Uh, we are about to do our social distancing episode of 27 Down. You can follow me at CJ in Pinstripes on Twitter, and I'm here with Evan, of course. Evan, how are we doing?
I'm doing great. This is 27 Down, the perfect podcast for the perfect game. You can follow me on Evan D. Wetzel 4 at Twitter.
And of course, Grunt Talks. Like, let's not forget to.
Yeah, I was about to mention, we are now in collaboration with Grunt Talks MLB.com and Grunt Talks Media. It's my boy Darren. He so graciously let us join. So I'm kind of working full time there now, and CJ is the voiceover guy. So we're really excited for the future. Our podcast is going to do 2 episodes this week. Maybe next week. We'll see how this goes. And they're going to be on that website, including our website. So just a huge shout out to the team there, and a shout out to some of our biggest fans, Joe T and my buddy John. They're awesome, and they've been helping out a lot, spreading the word and stuff. So.
Yeah, so that's all very exciting stuff. I just want to remind everyone out there that, I miss baseball. That's all. I feel like I have a hole in my heart, and it's a baseball-shaped hole.
Yeah. I mean, we have very little to talk about because there's been no sports, and that's what we talk about here is sports.
Yeah.
So we pretty much have the NFL news. I know Robbie Anderson left the Jets today and has gone to the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, no one cares. Exactly. That's the most exciting news of today, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think he had his peak year a couple years ago, and it wasn't even like he didn't even break 1,000 yards. I think he caught like 6 touchdowns. Like,
yeah, he was terrible last year.
Yeah, he's been duty for a very, very long time. In case people out there haven't heard, there was a pretty big free agent signing. This guy, Tim Brody, I think he's going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know. I think I got his name wrong.
Who's that? Some 6th-round pick or something? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some 6th-round pick. He's like 43 years old. Like, who cares? It's what are you gonna? No, to be completely honest, it was quite a shock to me. I mean, I the entire time I said, hey, I'll believe he leaves the Patriots when I see it.
Yep.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, the day he announced it was very odd to me because I was like, wait, this is real now. He's definitely leaving. And the 2 teams I think they mentioned were the Chargers and the team he signed with, obviously, Tampa Bay. It's a weird fit for me. I don't know. Like, it could be good. They have a lot of talent, but I don't like the way he looks in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, I might be the one person that's super low on Tom Brady. I might be the only guy. Look, there's the whole debate of who is responsible for New England's greatness. Is it Brady? Is it Belichick? And I happen to think that it's both. I happen to think that they both lift each other up.
Yep.
And I think without Brady, the Patriots aren't going to be as good. And I think in a new system, a year later, tick, 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 Father Time keeps going. I don't think Tom Brady's going to have a good season.
Yeah.
I think that, he might be better than Jameis Winston, but that's not saying much.
I lean on Belichick a little more than Brady because Brady's abilities are going to go away. Belichick's just a genius, brilliant coach with a good mind who knows how to manage it. And we've seen we've seen the other coaches that he has mentored leave and become absolutely nothing.
Yeah, this is true. And Belichick did get an 11-win season out of Matt Castle.
Right.
So, yeah, you might be right about that. But until I see it happen with sustainability, I'm still going to think that Belichick's not going to be as good without Brady in the long run. I also, Belichick's nearing 70 if he's not there already. He's
That
not
is
even going to
true.
be there much longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He's probably done with it 5 years, maybe.
So do you think this means that Antonio Brown ends up in Tampa?
All I can do is laugh. Yeah, and then he's going to end up on 3 more teams by the end of the season anyway. So
True. Yeah, he's probably going to get arrested twice, and because he's out of his mind, he's going to call someone a cracker to get off of one team. And
what's Josh Gordon doing?
Oh man, probably smoking weed.
Well, if he was a baseball player, it's allowed now because of the opioid crisis. Did you see that?
That's true. Yeah.
Very sports.
Very interesting. I mean, dude, as long as you're not getting high on the mound or in the batter's box, who gives a shit?
Right. I mean, weren't there players, Doc and Daryl, leaving in the middle of games to go fuck prostitutes in the locker room and do cocaine?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean, that was a good team. So maybe cocaine is the answer for the Mets.
Right. That's what it was. That's why they were nasty.
Maybe the Mets' noses are too clean.
Hold on a
that's
second.
why.
Josie.
Take it easy. Wait a second.
Speaking of the Mets, what a great segue.
You-
Cocaine and prostitutes. Joseph.
Hold on.
Our producer.
None of that ever happened. That's it.
No, come back. No, we want to talk Mets. Come back.
Okay.
We're ready to talk to you about Noah.
While you're here, we might as well make the hard segue.
I'm actually at the stadium.
Yeah, we can see that. You need to tell all of those people that this is a very unsafe gathering.
I know. It's
You need to make sure
very
everyone
illegal
knows
right now.
that what they're doing is not only against the law, but also extremely irresponsible.
This is the pre-opening day party.
And of course, it's Mets fans. Of course, it's the Mets fans that would be doing all of this.
Right.
So we heard a little bit of news, and you can tell us whether this news is true or not. Because again, you're the Mets fan here. You'll let us know.
I'm there.
I heard that Noah Syndergaard got shot in the head. Is that true?
that is not true. That is. No, but he's having Tommy John surgery because about a half hour ago, a friend of mine texted me, and then Evan texted me immediately after, because whenever something terrible happens with the Mets, Evan is now the first person since last April. He is the first person on the line with me to let me know that like my team is going to shit.
Oh man,
So,
old faithful, old reliable. Isn't that great?
But
You're
here's what
lucky
I'm
I don't
thinking.
call you.
First of all, it's going to be a shortened season, right? So I'm always looking on the bright side of things, even during terrible times. It's going to be a shortened season. We got young guys. I think we might be okay. I think if we make a run like we did, last year in August, if we can do that through like 100 games, because it's looking like it's going to be at least a couple months right now. What are your guys' thoughts on the delay right now?
Well, I think that. I don't think any games are going to be played before July. I think that it's going to be a half season.
Yeah, that's what
I heard. I heard kind of a cool idea that they would start the year with an all-star game. I don't know how.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was an idea. It was an idea. It's not like MLB's idea, but someone had an idea. Not some douchebag on Twitter. Like someone actually wrote an article at some website. I forget who. It was some CBS or whatever, one of those websites. Wrote an article about, hey, why don't we just, if we're going to start in July, why not just start with the All-Star game?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you'd pick the team, but it would be fun at least.
Based on the second half of last year, who knows?
I mean, I'm like lost right now. Like March is my month, man. Between NCAA and the Mets coming up, like this is like my favorite time of year where we're like getting out of winter and like getting into like the best part of the year, I think. And this is it's frustrating.
2020 can suck a fat one. I gotta say, the other day I watched a YouTube video of marbles racing down a hill. Have you seen this?
Yes, I watched that too.
Someone dug out and I'm not talking about just rolling down a hill. Someone dug in the dirt, like a series of winding paths, and they released like 12 marbles that were straight across in a line. And
Yep.
it was like watching a horse race. And I got to tell you something. It's the most excitement I've gotten in days. It's the most excitement. It's like actual sports. Like at this point, people are going to be walking around sucking dick to watch people play basketball for 5 minutes. I think that's what's going to happen next. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Let me just watch you dribble.
The other night I was watching belly flops. It was like 30-foot high. It was ESPN 8.
Oh, good for them that they brought that
ESPN 8. And it was guys in Finland like doing belly flops. And I was really getting into it. I was like, wow, these guys are athletes. And it's like, no, they're us basically jumping off, a tree into the lake. It was, it's bad. It's bad right now. I didn't realize how much I needed sports at night. It's like a meditative therapy to me almost, is to have like 2 or 3 hours to just forget about all the bullshit of the day and athletes.
It's like if all the porn in the world disappeared except for only the weird
all right,
stuff.
I'm out.
Yeah,
my network's gonna fire me if I stay here too long.
I'm back.
What, was that too much? I just wanted to talk about
everything you do is too much, dude. The marble roll though, you're right. It was very exciting, and the commentary was absolutely hilarious because it sounded like
really
a horse
cool.
race. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there are times where like 2 marbles would like jockey for position, like down all of these curves. It's
right.
Like,
and then
what am I watching?
There was one where he had the divider where they could split turns and go down in 2 ways. And the guy in the lead marble switched to like 4th place. It was the most exciting part of the whole thing. Loved it.
It was good. It's really good. I also really like that ESPN, the Ocho. It's just about the only thing we can watch now, other than like classic games.
Right.
Like I can go on Yes Network and watch like fucking games from 2005, but dude, I need something new. I also saw something else on Twitter where someone was like, every sports league should play a secret game, like just a game that we don't see it, okay, but like in times of emergency, every year we can just pull out so ESPN today is going to play Steelers versus 49ers from 2007. Bet you didn't know they played. Then tomorrow we're going to watch fucking Yankees versus Red Sox from 2012. Yep, they played a 20th game. They could do something like that, or a 19th game, whatever they do.
I mean, how many albums has Tupac released since he's been dead? So yeah, we need something like that. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, not only is he releasing albums since he's died, he's had like topical, like relevant things that he's been rapping about. It's like, what? I'm expecting him to rap about coronavirus next.
If that happens, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm out at that point. Like,
I'll literally quit my job and go look for Tupac. That's my new job.
Well, apparently you have to go to Cuba. Apparently that's where Tupac is. That's what I've heard anyway.
I actually saw a Tupac doppelganger working at Yankee Stadium in the concession stand once. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Did he tell you about his ambitions as a writer?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Then that's definitely Tupac.
I remember a couple episodes ago, maybe like a couple months ago, we were talking about when the Mets, brought this amazing rotation in and all the players that they have. And I said that beyond DeGrom, I did not think the rotation was that good because of injuries and inconsistency. We just saw the first injury.
True. And I mean, that kind of also goes back to when Harvey was on the team. And
right.
We see where he's gone, and fucking Matt can't pitch for more than like a month without getting hurt somehow. And
they need him now, though. He's going to replace Syndergaard probably at the bottom end.
Yeah. It's man, what has happened? And you got to actually ask yourself, in today's times when medical assistance is so hard to come by, when the fuck is this guy going to get his surgery?
Right.
I mean, they're pushing back a lot of different procedures to make sure that they can help people who are sick. So is the guy
Right.
going to even be able to get this surgery right away? Like, yeah, I know it's a shortened season and all, but if he has to wait a few weeks in order to actually get the surgery done, more longer than he would have had to wait, well, now you're actually burning time off of next season.
Right.
So that's how I kind of feel about it. Who do you think benefits the most? Who are some either some teams or some names that you can think of that benefit the most from this late start?
Yeah. I think the two that pop into the mind most are Yankees and Astros.
Yeah.
The Yankees obviously because of the amount of injuries and all that stuff. This gives Judge, Stanton, and everyone else a little more time. With the Astros, no one's gonna fucking care when we come back. They're gonna be so jazzed up about baseball that they're gonna give the Astros the biggest break in the world. Except for me, I'm gonna be calling them Astros all day and banging on trash cans and yelling at them because they're jerks and they've ruined baseball.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree, and I'm going to say that I think people are still going to care, and I think that people are still going to boo the shit out of them, or at least I can only hope that they do.
I hope so because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter going, "Oh, I'm over it now. Coronavirus matters more, blah, blah, blah." What does Corona have to do with your hate for the Astros? They cheated before coronavirus. They cheated from 2017 to 2019, and it's a big deal, and I'm going to care until I die.
Yeah, we should. I still think we should rate Rob Manfred. I mean, you didn't seem to like that idea, but then again, you also didn't seem to like the spike ball or the alligators or the strippers. So,
Because they're all ridiculous, dude. They're literally all ridiculous.
dude, it's just spring training.
We don't even have that anymore. They took that away from us.
Okay, so how about instead of all of those things, we let all of the players do a lot of heroin before the game starts? You know, like you do that game where like you put your head down on the bat and like you run around in like 10 circles and try to run a straight line to see if you can still do it. Well, why don't we give a bunch of heroin to the players and see if they can still play baseball?
We went from coke straight to heroin.
Dude, Doc Ellis pitched a no-hitter under the influence of LSD. Who knows? Who knows what can happen?
Yeah.
I think this is actually really good time that we can experiment on our game because we can't play games, but we can have little experiments. What happens if you put a gerbil up someone's butt and have them run home? I don't know, but we can find out. It's these kind of things that the American people want to know.
It's literally only you want to know that.
I think if you ask Twitter, other people would want to know.
What are those like animal protection agencies will get crazy about this defending gerbil?
Yeah, they can suck me. That's what I say to them.
Well, let's talk about the Yankees a little bit. How do you think it affects them coming back if we do actually have a season? I think we're going to only have 60 to 100 games if we're lucky.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be around 80 something. I think if you start at the beginning of July, that puts us on track for about 80.
Right.
So I think it's going to be an 82 game season. And like you said before, the Yankees had a bunch of injuries already, and this is kind of like the big reset button that they needed. By the way, I am going to spike a massive football right now to all the Giancarlo Stanton haters because he's ready. Like if the season were to start the date that it was supposed to start, he's there for opening day. So you can all suck it.
God damn it.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Take that. I just needed to get that off my chest. I've also been watching a lot. Working from home has made it so I watch things that I don't normally watch. And I've gone back and I started watching old WWF back when Degeneration X was really popular.
Right.
And man, I can understand why I was running around as a little kid telling everyone to suck it. Because that is fun. Have you ever just done a really good suck it to someone?
Yeah, it's fun as shit.
It is energizing. I got to tell you.
Bro, half my gifts on Twitter are suck it gifts.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And I usually answer you with suck it gifts because you usually piss me off.
That's true.
So yeah, that's the main way that I see it affecting the Yankees. That's how it's going to affect anyone. Now, there is a negative side to this. That's 1 year of prime Garrett Cole the Yankees aren't going to have. Or,
Yep.
Assuming the worst. Assuming the worst. Even still, like, we're losing out on games that Garrett Cole could be playing.
Yeah.
So cutting him down to 14, 15 starts instead of 30, 31 starts, that kind of does diminish his value a bit.
Yeah.
So that's a little upsetting.
For sure. I mean, the thing that bothers me the most is, like you said, we're not going to see some of his best years now because of this. We're not going to get to determine, at the end of his career if it would have had any difference, really,
Yeah. Dude, this sucks.
It sucks so much.
That
we have nothing.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of stuff we could talk about. I mean, we could talk non-sports. I mean, if that's what we really need to do to get people watching some stuff. But
this is going on Grunt Talk, so we kind of need to talk more Yankees because that's the fan base we have there. I know I did an article on Monday and a poll question, which I'm going to do for the rest of the season or until December, where I'm going to pick 4 events that happen throughout the week, and then you guys are going to vote on which event you think is the best one, and then on Friday I'll write a full article about that. So the one I'm going to write an article about is the first and only white player to play in the Negro Leagues.
I did not even know that was a thing.
Most people don't.
I cannot wait.
Edward Klepp. He also wrote a country song in the 50s, I believe.
Of course he did. Sounds
so
about
yeah,
right.
So we can look forward to that on Friday, but there's not much going on as far as sports goes. I am watching so many movies right now.
I just kind of hope that, look, regardless of what fandom people have, you're just going to have to be okay with whatever we talk about. I mean, it's content. It's something. You're home all day. Don't act like you have better things to do. Just watch me talk about how Terminator 2 is better than Terminator 1.
We've been over this, damn it.
Yeah, we have.
And you're wrong.
No, I'm right. I'm right, man.
I'm not. Oh, you know what I'm happy about, though? You know how I always defend how Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
Yeah. So
I've been watching The Office pretty much every day. They talk about how it's a Christmas movie in one of their episodes pretty much.
Well, because I don't understand. Okay, so this is the argument I always use. Is Home Alone a Christmas movie? What would you say? Is Home Alone a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Yeah, it is, right? And I completely agree with you. Why? What makes it a Christmas movie?
It's literally around Christmas, and the entire plot centers around him getting his family before Christmas is over.
Yes.
That's Die Hard as well.
Yeah. So I don't want to hear anybody tell me that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, but then turn right around and tell me that Home Alone is a Christmas movie. They both are for the same reason.
100%.
So either get with the program or stop watching Home Alone around Christmas.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn.
Go watch that other stupid Christmas movie that's on TBS for 24 hours a day.
Which one?
Christmas Story.
Oh, that's a good movie though.
No, I hate that fucking movie. I hate it.
Why?
I hate it with all my life. I hate every character.
Please explain.
What do you mean? Please explain. It's just I don't like E.T. either. It's just a wimpy, obnoxious movie about a family that I don't care about.
So not obnoxious. Christmas Story is a cool movie.
I would rather watch Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation's good too.
Classic.
Have you ever seen there's a movie called I think it's called The Night Before. It's with Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah. I own that. Yeah.
Yeah. I always say that the drug dealer looks like our buddy Mike Noonan. Kind of talks like him too.
That's funny. I need to watch it again.
I showed him. He's aware of his doppelganger.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I had another one. I have another one in mind. Here we are talking fucking Christmas movies in March. It's about to be April, and we're talking goddamn Christmas movies. This is what it's come to.
I mean, that's all I'm looking forward to in 2020. This is the year of shit.
Dude, I'm not. I mean, who the hell knows? That might be canceled too.
Right? Oh, God.
I mean, you cancel goddamn Jesus' birthday. How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, if this is still going around during Christmas time, it should be canceled, right? No social gatherings.
No social gatherings, yeah. I wonder who the two Lakers played. Did they ever say who the Lakers players are that caught it?
They did not. They did not.
Wonder. It gives me a big think. I wonder why they would keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
It's fucking LeBron James, isn't it?
Oh, God. If it's LeBron, people would lose their minds. No, see how no one really cared that it was Durant? They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody really cared.
No one gave a shit.
Yeah. And LeBron would deserve it for how buddy he is about China.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents. Let's not get into that.
I really can't stand Rudy Gobert, though, dude. And I used to love him. I used to support him. That was when I saw him rubbing those mics, I wanted to jump through the TV and sock him in the fucking face. What are you doing?
Extremely irresponsible.
Like, have you, bro, there's this kid on Twitter who's now been suspended from Twitter because what he did was disgusting, who did the coronavirus challenge where he was licking toilets. He got coronavirus. He's in the hospital now.
Dude, I'm just going to say, like, if you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes.
Yep, which is what everyone's saying on Twitter. No one has sympathy for this idiot whatsoever, and it's not a joke. Like, you think it's some kind of fun game. You literally, that kid is responsible for probably spreading it to a lot of other people. What if someone died from what he did? We don't know. We can't trace it, but they could have.
Could have, yeah. The likelihood is there, especially considering you go 14 days without feeling symptoms, and you can spread it when you're not symptomatic. So, yeah.
Right. All these idiots who went to spring break in frickin' Florida and they're on the beach and shit.
Dude, don't even start. Don't even start. And not only are they going, they're complaining that nothing's open.
Yep.
We needed this. This might have been something that we needed to have happen so people can get some goddamn perspective on their lives.
Yeah, we live in a world.
Huh?
We live in a world with a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to our sports podcast, everyone. We really enjoyed all the sports we talked today.
Oh, my God. We have a show on Thursday, too. We really need to bring some more lively content next time.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea for both of us to actually write some stuff down. Because, folks, once again, sorry to say it, it's just not going to be a lot of sports right now. There'll be some, but there's just not going to be a lot.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we could talk about past sports and our hopes for the future and stuff, but when there's no sports content, that really is limited for the content that we can give you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to bring Joe back again just to make fun of the Mets some more?
Yeah, Joe, come back so we can make fun of you to your face. There he is.
Still live from Citi Field, and
is anyone coughing around you?
No one's doing anything. No one's playing. No one's.
I asked if anyone's coughing around you.
No, I'm the only one here. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Are the Mets? Are they going to bring up Tim Tebow anytime soon? Because that's your most interesting player. I'd like to see Tim play.
He's actually going to pitch. He's going to no, I don't have any information, man. This is terrible. I'm miserable. I got nothing.
Okay, bye, Joe.
Let's just wrap it up. I'm depressed and angry. I need to go.
This is 27 Down, the perfect podcast for the perfect game. Take care, guys.